Canelo Saul Alvarez versus Terence Crawford. Terence Bud Crawford will happen on Netflix on September 13th. Yeah, this is massive in my opinion. A big fight being shown on the biggest platform possible. Sign me up. I'm happy with this. I like this, to be completely honest with you. I really do like the fact that they've pulled this one off to get this fight on Netflix. This is the platform boxing needs. This is what boxing needs, and this is what proper fights like this need at the end of the day. You know, not like Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. This is what is needed, and I'm happy. This is a massive fight, the biggest fight that can be made in boxing right now, in my opinion. Two of the biggest names in the sport, Canelo, the biggest name, Terence Crawford, the number one pound for pound fighter right now. Yeah, it's on Netflix where it should be. You know, we've also got Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano on Netflix. We're moving some big fights onto Netflix, and that is what should bloody be done. And people need to watch this fight. I don't care if you don't like boxing. You've got to watch this fight. You know, it's going to be better than Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, all that nonsense. This is a proper fight with two of the greatest ever boxers, two of the best boxers of this generation going at it on Netflix. Like, look, if I'm being real here, it's probably not going to do as well as like Jake Paul, Mike Tyson did. It's going to do better than Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, in my opinion. Anyone can watch this. Anyone can watch this. This isn't just any fight. This is the biggest fight in boxing right now, with two actual fight boxers going at it. Two actual fighters, two actual boxers going at it. Two of the best pound for pound boxers right now. This is the kind of stuff that we need to see, and this is massive for boxing. I don't see why people wouldn't like this. You can't not like this, in my opinion. First of all, it's not pay-per-view. You don't need to pay to watch the fight. You need the Netflix subscription, which basically most people have got. So that is all good. It's not pay-per-view. That's a win-win. This is what boxing needs. This is what the fans need. Fights on Netflix, big fights on Netflix. Because, you know, you stick a fight on Netflix, it's guaranteed big money. You don't need to stick a fight on pay-per-view if it's on Netflix. And for fights like this, you want anyone to be able to watch these fights. This is the kind of fight that really fully gets boxing out there and brings in the casual audience to become a hardcore audience. This is the kind of fight that does that. And having this kind of fight on Netflix is guaranteed to do that. It is guaranteed to do that. You can't dislike it. You can't tell me, oh, this is bad for boxing. Why? What's your reason? What's your reason why this shouldn't be on Netflix? It's the perfect fight to put on Netflix. It's the perfect fight. It can really help redeem the image of boxing as well. Having a fight like this on Netflix. It helps redeem the image of boxing after the shambles of Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Will this do as many viewers? No, it won't. If we're being brutally honest here, no, it won't. Should it do? Yes. But, you know, no matter what, though, this is a fight which anyone should be able to watch. And, you know, look, this is this generation right now. This is our generation's Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, if we're being real. It is. This is our generation's Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. You know, you've got Canelo right now, who's the face of boxing. But you've got Terence Crawford, who's like one of the pound-for-pound best. And that's kind of like what you had with like Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. You've got like Mayweather, the face of boxing. Then you've got an 8-division world champion in Manny Pacquiao going at it. You know, that is a big fight. And this is this generation's version of that. And having it on Netflix, it makes there be as many views as possible. Because if this was on pay-per-view, it's not going to do like 4.6 million pay-per-view buys like what Mayweather Pacquiao did. I believe it was something like that. And, you know, that's not going to do that. I feel like, you know, this would probably get like 2 mil pay-per-view buys or something like that. But having it on Netflix, it shows other fans as well, like, okay, right, we don't need to pay for this. This could get more viewers than what Pacquiao Mayweather did, because obviously, like, pay-per-view wise, and this isn't on pay-per-view. So, this could hit a good few, a good, 10, 15, 20 million viewers, in my opinion. It's got to. If this gets the right promotion, it's got to. Obviously, neither of these two guys are, the biggest trash talking guys. They let their skills do the talking in the ring. And that's what people have got to be tuning in for. And that's what the hardcores will be tuning in for. We're not fully always going to be tuning into the press conferences. Well, we are. But, you get what I mean. The press conferences aren't going to build this fight up. The records speak for themselves of both guys. The achievements of both guys speak for themselves. And that makes this fight Netflix worthy. It does. This makes this fight Netflix worthy. So, yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm very, very, very happy with this, to be honest with you, because I believe we need fights like this that get recognition that they deserve. And this is one of them. This is one of them to really get the image of boxing out there and show this sport is proper serious, and this sport is one of the biggest sports in the world right now. And by sticking this onto Netflix, it shows that. It shows that. And this is going to be advertised everywhere on Netflix. Many people are going to be aware of this. They need to be like casuals. They need to be looking these guys up, looking at their records, finding out how big of a bloody fight that this is, because it is huge. So, yeah, it's on Netflix. Sign me up. I can't wait. Anyway, thank you for watching. Speak to you on the next.